Hey, what's up guys? Mike Salemi here, and today I wanted to share with you an advanced progression to the classic squat as well as overhead press. What we're going to utilize is two kettlebells. Now, what you may notice already right off the bat is they are two different weights, two different colors. Over here I got a 24 kilo, so over 50 pounds, and then over here I got a 16 kilo bell, which is about 35 pounds. So what we're going to utilize is, you could think of it like offset loading or asymmetrical loading. We're going to load more one side of the body than the other and vice versa. And you're really going to see and also experience yourself just truly how challenging this is. And I'll just preface, you want to make sure that you are solid, strong, stable in the classic movements. So the first movement, just to demonstrate, is going to be your double kettlebell front squat. So from here, you'll stand over the bell slightly behind. Okay, clean them to chest level. Now, when I do this, it's heavier on this side, so the load wants to pull me here. The goal and the objective that you want to remember as you're performing this, even though the load wants to pull you here, it's going to take more core control and core strength to try to stay square up the middle. So when you're doing this, your goal, a great way to practice this is practicing in front of the mirror. So what you even do is, there's a tip or a tool that I learned from Paul Chek. It's called crack training, and basically you can utilize, if you find the crack in between two mirrors, or you can draw a line, you can even put some tape on a mirror, and basically you want to envision splitting the center of the mirror, the center of the tape, from the forehead, nose primarily, and belly button, and maintain that as you go down. If you notice yourself pulling to this side, you've got to do your best to square it up, and it's actually really challenging. Exercise number 2, you could do this as a classic overhead press, but we're actually going to raise it one level up. So what we're going to utilize is a double kettlebell bottoms up press. Now what you'll see in a moment, I'm going to clean both bells to chest level, clean them up, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to stabilize the 24 kilo and I'm going to use the 16 to press. But you could do it vice versa, however you want to play it out. It'll be slightly more difficult depending what variation you choose. Now on that overhead press, what you may have noticed is when I started the press, I started gazing up to the 16. As I started getting going and started getting in a rhythm and in a groove, I brought my head from up to down. Because the eyes are intimately connected to shoulder stability and stability of the body, when you look up, you can feel a little bit more stable. So once I felt I had it, I brought the head down, which is quite a bit more challenging. So if you want like a little bit of a regress version of this, just gaze up. That'll be a little bit easier, okay? And then you bring the gaze down. Just like with the double kettlebell front squat, what you want to make sure is, one, you feel solid with the single overhead press, the single bottoms arm overhead press, the double overhead press, the double bottoms up overhead press even, and then you can go to something like this. And it's very challenging feeling the different weights in each hand and really truly feeling what that does to the stabilization centers of the body. It requires, again, a lot of core control, a lot of balance, stability, that sort of thing. And when you're doing it outside like I am, which is honestly probably the best place I feel doing it, especially barefoot, you really get a lot of feedback from the floor. You know, the feet are incredibly sensory rich, an incredibly sensory rich environment in the body. We've got the mouth, we've got the hands, and we got the feet as three of the most sensory rich areas. And so when we go barefoot, we're getting that feedback from the ground. And when you've got this offset loading, one heavier bell in each arm, you're really going to utilize that feedback to help stabilize and center yourself. So those are two variations, the double kettlebell front squat with a heavier load, one in each hand. Make sure you even out both sides. So if you did a 24 kilo on your right hand, pick your number of reps. For something like this, it really depends on your skill level and what you're trying to go for. If it's strength or more muscular endurance, strength obviously lower repetitions, muscular endurance definitely would be higher. So what I would suggest is, for something like this, keep the quality high as always. So I would say pretty much between 5 and 8 repetitions on the squats, And then the same thing for the double bottoms up overhead press. Keep it between 5 to 8 in each arm, and just make sure you balance out both sides when you're done. In terms of the amount of sets, that's also going to be up to you, but I would say try to knock out at least 3, upwards of 6, depending on your strength, conditioning level, and then your specific goals. If you did like this video, do please remember to like, comment, share my channel with your friends. One of my goals and dreams is to share good kettlebell knowledge and education out there so you can utilize these tools to your potential, especially in times like this when more of us are at home. This is one of the best tools you could ever use to get a phenomenal training effect in a short amount of time, and really all you need is 1 or 2 bells. So see you guys next time. Have an awesome day and take it easy.